first episode because I've always been procrastinating about creating a YouTube channel because I feel like I have tons of ideas in my head that I want to share with the world, and I would love you to click the subscribe button just to encourage me, and also don't forget to drop your comments, any kind of comments, yeah, because I'm just starting up, so I'm learning too. Okay, so guys, today, before I go on, let me introduce myself. My name is Immaculate Benjamin, but my friends call me Amy, so I'd love to be called Amy. It's simple. And I'm a fashion designer, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a lover of music. As you can see, my guitar is right behind me. So guys, I would love you guys to stick with me on this channel because it's going to be a very beautiful journey. So do not give up along the way. I'm going to be talking about starting up a business. Being an entrepreneur in Nigeria is not easy because when you look around you, there are just a few resources you have as an individual to start up a business. But the truth is, in the midst of no opportunities, people are still going into entrepreneurship, starting up businesses of their own, and they're still excelling in it. So what is keeping you? What are you waiting for? That's the question. What are you waiting for? I am an entrepreneur, and starting up a business wasn't as easy as I thought. But along the way, I realized that there are so many things I should have done, and these are the ideas I am here to share with you guys. So I would love you to just stick to this channel because I have great ideas to give out, and I want you guys to partake in it. So when you hear the word entrepreneur or entrepreneurship, what comes to mind? For me, it's business. Yeah. If you're business inclined, you should know by now that before you start up a business, you have to have an idea of the kind of business you want to do. It is like the primary aspect of starting up a business. That was why I said at the beginning that we are not talking about the monetary aspect. For me to be able to invest in something, I'll have to be sure that I have an idea of that thing. I have to know what I am doing, know what I am putting my money into. So it also applies to you starting up a business. Before you start up a business, you have to have an idea of the kind of business you want to do and you love to do. I know these days people say, oh, business has nothing to do with passion anymore. The truth is, you have to love what you are doing, because if you don't love what you're doing, you're gonna crash along the line. So it's not gonna, you're not gonna go far. So you have to love what you're doing. It still has to do with passion. You have to have passion for whichever kind of business you're choosing to do. So the next step is you have to acquire knowledge of that business. You have to acquire knowledge. You have to find facts, find the ups and downs, the nitty-gritties, the in total part of that particular business that you're choosing to do. You have to be sure that this business is going to work, and I can be able to do it. Start acquiring knowledge of that business. I think the next step we all have to start looking at is practicing it, putting it into practice. It's one thing to know something, and it's another thing to practice that thing, because they say practice makes perfect. It is when you keep doing something over and over again, that is when you become perfect in it. That is when you perfect the art of doing what you know how to do, what you have learned how to do. So I feel practice is very important, and practice comes with a lot of dedication, like time. You have to dedicate your time. You have to be ready to sacrifice a lot of things, like you have to do away with some things so that you can be able to achieve some things. You have to be able to practice in a way that you yourself will be satisfied that yes, I am sure I can do this. So when you are satisfied with how far you've come in practicing a business of your choice, then you can start looking at other steps, like checking your progress level. Yeah, it is very important to check how far you've come, how much profit you're making in this business, how much effort or time you are putting into it. Is it worth it? Checking your progress in a business helps you to know if you are going to continue or stop. Checking your progress also makes you know if you are dealing with the right people or not. Checking your progress in a business also makes you to know if you are in the right place or not. Checking the progress of your business helps you to know a handful of things that you might not know if you do not check the progress of your business. it's a step that everybody in business has to check. So the next step is it's a lot like consistency, making sacrifices, stability. These three steps, making sacrifices, actually comes with you knowing that this business is worth it, this business is worth my time, this business is worth my money, this business is worth everything that I've put it into. That is when you start thinking about taking risk. Then stability is very important in business. You have to be stable, you have to be consistent. Consistency too is very, very important. People have to know that, oh yeah, when I go to this place at this time, this person is available. When I go to this place at this time, this person is there to attend to me. So consistency, stability, and making sacrifices are huge steps. So having checked your stability level, your consistency level, and the amount of risk that you deem fit to take at a particular stage in your business, what comes next is evolving. You have to evolve in business. Stagnancy is like backwardness. Yeah, if you are at a particular stage and you're not moving forward, it's equivalent to you moving backward. So in business, we start business so we can be able to grow, because business is like a plant, or let me say it's like a baby that when you give birth to it, giving birth to it is bringing your ideas to reality. When you give birth to your ideas, which is bringing it to reality, it's something that you have to start nurturing, just like you nurture a baby from infantry to sitting stage, crawling stage, and all that. Okay, so yeah, that's how business is. So you have to put your time and your effort so you can evolve. So evolving, it's a huge step, and it's never easy to get to that stage where you get to evolve. Like in business, sometimes you look around you and you say, I've gone past this stage, I've gone past this level. I think where I should be now should be a bigger place with a bigger space, or I should have more staff working for me, or I should like pimp this place up to make it look better. That is evolving in business. You have to evolve. You cannot sit at that spot where you are, like where you started. You can't be there forever. So you should be willing to accept change. Yeah, when you're making that kind of money that is convenient for you to evolve, be sure that you have to evolve, because that business needs you to allow it to grow, and in order for you to grow, you have to evolve from the stage you are. Okay guys, that's it for today. Do not forget that the steps we have, steps number 1 is having an idea of the kind of business you want to do. Step number 2 is acquiring knowledge of the kind of business that you want to do. Step number 3 is practice it. Put your time into it. And I tell you, that adage that says practice makes perfect is no joke. It works like magic. And also, do not forget that you have to be able to check your progress. In business, you have to be able to check your progress. And lastly, do not forget to evolve. When you're at that stage where yeah, I've tried, I've come this far, just be willing and give yourself the ability and the time and the power to grow, to evolve to the stage you want to be. So that's it for today, and do have a lovely day. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button.